Hey, babe, I'm home. Babe? Oh, there you are. Hey, what's wrong? Are you sick? Do you feel ill? Come on, you can tell me. You're looking very pale. Come on, you can talk to me about it. I just finished getting the things we need for dinner. Thanks for inviting me over, by the way. After our date last time, I think we both deserve something else to wind down. But that's on a different topic. Come on, what's getting you so worked up about? Oh, you're scared? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Was it something I did? Oh, it isn't? Then... I understand. You're just nervous since this is your first ever relationship. Oh, baby. I'm sorry you feel that way. I know it's very difficult to understand, no matter how much we know about it. And yes, I understand completely about how you feel, so don't worry. I completely support what you're trying to say. It's okay to take things slow from time to time, and I know it's as important as any other relationship. But if you ever do feel a bit overwhelmed, you can always tell me. Sometimes we do need some space for ourselves, and sometimes we need those people special to us to just be there for us. Well, I'm glad to tell you that I'll always be here for you, okay? I know it's easier said than done knowing that you're still unsure about some things. It's okay if you do feel that way, but don't overthink some stuff, and you're not alone in this. We both love each other, so it's totally okay to have your doubts about, how you handle yourself in a relationship. It's totally normal to feel anxious about getting in a relationship. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to look out for your partner too. I'll be here for you. I'll always be. And if you need space, you can always tell me. Of course, we still have our personal lives apart from our relationships. It's always happy to have some me time, right? But I get what you mean. It's okay to take it slow. We don't have to go all the way right off the bat of a relationship. If anything, I'd rather we take it slow too. Being in a relationship also means getting to know each other better without the bounds of being friends. I know those thoughts of knowing another person you love can get overwhelming too. You have to know their birthday, their likes, dislikes, hobbies, what they do during their free time, all that stuff. Yeah, it's an information overload. And I know. A lot of people you see on the internet have a lot of those stuff where you get spoiled. You don't have to do all that. We can just hang out and watch a movie with some popcorn. It's a good alternative to going out and seeing a movie and having a fancy dinner afterwards. Yes, people do have standards, but I'd rather you just give what you can than force yourself for my own satisfaction. Of course, baby. I'd rather spend time with you cuddling over a blanket watching our favorite animated movie than go spend on a new one. Yeah, and besides, I always like watching classics. It goes well with the nostalgia. There are a lot of ways for us to get to know each other better. It doesn't always have to start with a fancy dinner. we can always do something like this tonight. We are cooking our favorite meals together, so that's already a huge thing for me. And I hope you get that too. Don't ever think that what you're doing is the bare minimum. I'm already glad you're able to do these things with me because that's what you have. I don't mind if you go the extra mile for me from time to time, but you don't always have to force yourself. Be it a monthly thing, you don't always have to make it extra special. It's always a happy time whenever I get to spend them with you. And it all the more makes the memories feel genuine, knowing that we're giving our best. Yep, it's okay to feel these things. And it's totally okay if you have some doubts. We can go through these hardships together. I mean, isn't that what being in a relationship is all about? Other than getting to know ourselves and each other, we get to have someone by our sides. We have someone who will comfort us when the days are dark. They'll be there to celebrate even the small victories. They encourage us, they make us smile, and they make us feel loved. Not a lot of people are fortunate to have somebody in their lives, and it's been a long while since I've had that kind of somebody. So I'm very glad that you picked me to be with you. I love you so much, baby. We can definitely take things slow. No fancy dinners, no fancy vacation plans, just us, being our authentic selves, putting in what we can to make it work. Not all relationships you see on the internet are the same. Some people get to have these luxuries and they're happy. And some people, they spend time with their lovers, just like us too. But does that make us less happy? I'd like to think not. Of course I'm happy. Wherever or whatever the situation is, I'm happy that I get to be here for you. And you being there for me, through my ups and downs, it always makes me feel more loved and relieved to know someone is here supporting me. We may not always see each other every day from time to time, but the mere thought of knowing that your lover is out there pouring his heart for you, that's more than enough for me to know that you're more than enough. Don't ever second guess your worth in a relationship. I mean, why would I even answer you if I didn't find you fit to be with me, right? And I'm glad at the same time that you were able to find me and know me better. Sure, not a lot of relationships are imperfect, but I'd rather use those imperfections for us to learn. Yeah, think of it that way. When we make mistakes, what can we do to make it better? Relationships aren't just dating, you know? It's also about communication and being open to your partner. And this? I'm glad we're having this conversation because it lets me know that you care. I get to know your thoughts. And I get to know what I can do to make you feel better and help you resolve this. Don't ever feel burdened whenever you want to talk to me. And don't ever feel sorry for what you feel. Your feelings are always valid to me. There will be times where we might not be able to see each other from eye to eye. And that's totally okay. At least that way we learn something, right? I'd rather we talk about it than leave it as it is. Because if there's a problem and we don't resolve it, it's just going to get worse, right? That's why I'm happy that you're showing me this vulnerable side of yours. Don't worry. I'll make sure to keep this a secret between us. And besides, I did cry a bunch of times on your shoulder too, right? Whenever I'm stressed about work or about life in general, I go to you. The world isn't kind to all of us, so the least we can do is be kind to each other, right? Yeah, every day might not always be the brightest or might not go the way we want it to be. But at least when we get home, we're always just a phone call away from each other. You can tell me about your day. I can tell you what stuff has been happening on my end, too. Share stories, share feelings, share our opinions, laugh about it, cry together. Mwah. I'd be more than happy to spend these intimate moments with you. Yeah, I promise. Do you feel a bit better? I'm glad to hear that. You know what'll make you feel even better? Your favorite dish, of course. Want to help me prepare the ingredients? Sure. We'll work on it. Together.